Hi, this video cast is an overview of the new features in e-commerce features in Affino 5.5. Now, e-commerce hasn't really been the biggest focus in this version. It will be for the next 6 months, but it's worth giving you a quick overview of what is new in this release. And there are two pretty fundamental things that we have rolled out in this version, which will be hugely beneficial to anybody running a store in Affino. The first is the eBusiness dashboard. Now that's got 50 different widgets, and here we're just looking at the e-commerce widgets, but there's community focused, there are content focused widgets, media, promotion, etc. And if we look at the e-commerce dashboard I sent up here, now you can totally tailor these dashboards to your own requirements, the time frame, what part of the website you're looking at. So if you've got multiple stores, you can have a dashboard for each store. You can break down, doing comparisons between stores, comparisons between a store and the overall site performance, different time frames, etc. There's lots of different widgets. There's 50 odd widgets related to this, so we can only show you a fraction in a reasonable time frame. Now, you can break down things like here we've got sales, and then we've got sales volumes, and here we've got sales by the week, here we've got sales for September, we've got item views versus sales within the same time frame, so we can see with each item how many times it's been viewed versus how many times it's been sold. And with any one of these graphs, for example here we can look at top customers, but I can change the view down to a listed view or an actual graphical view in terms of the overall behavior. So you wouldn't know from that the difference between the top 3 customers, from one of the views and everybody else. You would know that they're top customers, but not just how much better they are. You can see new customers coming in, top sellers, in this case top sellers all time, sales by country breakdown, sales by gender, and everything. You've got 2 dimensions that you can focus in on, or multiple dimensions. In this, actually with these graphs you can just focus in on the time frame. But with most things you can also focus in on specific stores or specific elements. Now here we've got the order map, for example, so we've tied in with Google Maps, and you can see where people have placed orders from. Here we've got 3 orders from London, and we've got 1 order from Albuquerque. This is just running on a test store, so it's not real data, but obviously it's much more meaningful when you have that. You can also see things like visitors, change the view, so all-time visitors to this particular store, and but you can break that down to, like I say, the entire site, etc. And within a particular store, I mean, here we focus just on the products within the store. And we said, what are the top viewed products? So Affino Professional is the top viewed product. And, this is a tag cloud view. It's a very useful way of immediately seeing, putting things into context. So we can see the key aspects here. Affino Professional, Digital Asset Manager, Community, and e-tests are the things that people have looked at the most in this instance. So the idea is to present interfaces that at a glance give you the best view. Now if there's certain information that you don't want to highlight, so not maybe interested in these things, then you can minimize them as well and keep them in the base bar. Gives you more space to view the other widgets. And you can see that the whole interface just totally dynamically updates itself based on what it is that you're doing. And if I add in a widget and say, okay, let's have the latest content overall, and it gives me and it shows me that in the last couple of days we've uploaded a few items each day. Now I can focus this latest content then in on the store, and say show me just the latest content within a particular store. So if I go to edit it, then filter by channel, so I'm going to say okay, we've got a store here, obviously quite a lot of content here. Oops, finally got it. And then it's focusing just on the store, and obviously we haven't put a lot of new content in there in the last period, but you get the idea. The other key feature in this release is the SEO enhancements that we have done. Now, all of Affino has been SEO enhanced, and that obviously gets carried through to the catalog. And it means that every item can have its own metadata, it can have its own friendly URL, it has the best page title to go with that, the actual structure of the page in terms of headings, in terms of content, in terms of presentation is all been fundamentally updated now to represent the content in the most effective way when it's being indexed by Google. And it's really having phenomenal results in the sense that we now get individual product pages ranked right at the top, whereas before it used to only be the gateway pages or the listing pages which got that kind of ranking. For more details of that, check out the publish and the SEO video cast that I've done. Now, we've also introduced a couple of new widgets. Now, we haven't got them actually rolled out because it's so new. We haven't rolled them out onto a lot of sites. Now, Internet World, we've rolled out the carousel widgets as a promotion interface. Now, we've done it horizontally, but we just did an update, so it can also work in a vertical orientation. But what it does is it allows you to flick between different products. Here we've just got one being highlighted in each cell, but you can have 3 or 10. They can be vertically or horizontally organized. Now I can show you a quick view of one of them. I mean, here it's a traditional kind of carousel whereby you've got the products highlighted and you can page through them. But we set up a lot of automation, so it'll automatically page through them. It will present only the right information. It'll only present the best looking information. So things, for example, if you've got catalog items, they will have to have thumbnails to be presented, and we do a lot of checking for you as well. And but this carousel really allows you to have all kinds of new ways of presenting content, and it's pretty universal how you can apply it within Affino, because you can apply it to highlight sections, that's in product categories and catalog categories, and also drill down into items. And we've done a separate thing, which is stuff like top 10 items. We've also, in this release, introduced multiple new shopping basket variations. So before we had, in a way, what we call a big shopping basket, whereby you can see the full details of exactly what's in that basket, and there's lots of options for how you can focus in on that and tailor that. But we've introduced 2 additional variations. One is the complete minimalist variation. Now this can sit on any page, shows you exactly how many items you have in your basket and how much value that is. So you have a simple checkout button then on absolutely any page that you have. And that can work much better with more style-rich or design-rich interfaces. Let me just show one final thing, which is if I go to the catalog, a very important element we have added is that it's now possible to track the checkout. And you can see up here that we're in Emoji.com checkout, we're adding an item, and we're in step 1. And for a multi-step checkout, you can now basically scan each step of the checkout and analyze that with Google Analytics to see the dropout, etc. Okay, that's it.